So, this week's episode, we're gonna start off with which is better, a fork or a spoon? We'll start with Joe.
So I'm going spoon because you can't scoop liquids with a fork. All right. But you can still stab with a spoon. You could get it in there. You could stab, you could poke something with a spoon. So that's fine. And you could scoop it up. That works. You're not gonna be able to scoop up soup or cereal. None of that. You need a spoon.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The slots definitely hold it against the spoon. That's
fork.
definitely. But I don't. The slots of the fork. So I want to hear the next opening statements.
Zay.
I am here representing forks because I think forks are fantastic for the specific reason that you can actually pick up things and it can be used as a weapon in a time of crises if it comes down to it. But I'm lazy, so I'm like, if I can't scoop it with the spoon, I'll just tilt the bowl. So there we go. That alleviates that problem right there.
There is bowl tilting.
There is bowl
is definitely a
tilting.
thing. You can't eat a salad with a spoon.
You can.
You can. It's very difficult, but you can.
That lettuce is gonna keep falling off. You're gonna
You
get
could
it up.
scoop and use your finger.
I'm not trying to use my that's an extra utensil.
Your finger's the extra.
That is against the rules.
How are you holding your fork? Just out of curiosity.
That's the holding isn't the problem, Joe. It's the using your finger on it to help.
If
Well,
you
you
just
don't
gotta-
necessarily
that's the
have
issue.
to use your. You don't necessarily
you don't
have to use the second finger. It makes it a lot easier.
In
mean,
the
shredded
example
lettuce
the
right
point is
now.
in the example that he brought up.
Shredded
Well,
lettuce
We're
yourself.
not going to argue every single option of it, but he
Yes,
brought
we
up
are.
specifically the finger. No, we're not going to do finger list, 3 fingers. I'm not going to go through all the options. Because
No
you
one
could use
was saying
multiple
do
different
three.
ways of doing it. That's not the problem here. That wasn't
No
the
one was
problem with
gonna
the
argue,
statement.
like the number of fingers you could use.
Well, I mean, you could have been like, you could use no fingers. So you're going down from, he already used fingers. The point is if he used fingers.
Okay, so I won't use my finger. I can still scoop a
Exactly, and
salad.
it's still gonna fall off. That being said, the spork is the goat here because it's got
The
you got
spork
both.
is
You can
not.
stab and you can suck. So
The spork is never.
Why are
no,
you sucking a spork?
you can
Just
on
hold up.
suck
Why-
the
why
stuff
you
on the
You're sucking a
slurping.
spork?
Oh my gosh.
I didn't stutter, Joe. You're trying to get me
Alright,
for
I'm-
something. I knew what I said.
That's just a weird way to phrase that.
It's the only way to really eat chunky
It was a
soup.
bit.
It's
It was a good bit, and you fucked it up. That's the point.
No, he made it better. But the spork, you could never like stab efficiently.
I agree.
It's never.
You can
good
stab
for,
with a
like,
spork.
no.
I got a spork
No, like,
downstairs
the
that does
spork-
everything.
The like with the
prongs.
the prongs. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
can think of the word. The prongs are never
so
long
small.
enough. They're
Mine
always,
are
like,
the one I
super
have
short.
is you got. I'm not talking about just specifically
You
the
have a
plastic
custom
ones.
Spork?
I have
Why do
I
you
have
a
what
spork
I have a
first off?
metal spork because
Why?
it was a because Loot Crate. So Loot Crate had a Doctor Who
Oh, God.
spork, and I have it still.
I hate that not only that you have a spork, but you have a Doctor Who spork.
First of all, motherfucker, turn around.
No, it's not that. It's not
You
because
can't
it's,
shame me
it's
for
not because
Doctor
it's dirty.
Who.
No, it's not because it's Doctor Who. It's
Uh-huh.
because you have a special edition spork.
Yeah. Again, I'm sure there's a bunch of shit behind you that's just as stupid.
There's
I
stacked.
didn't choose the spork. The spork chose me when it came in a Loot Crate. I paid a subscription. They sent me a bunch of random shit.
You should have
I
sold the
didn't-
spork.
I didn't choose it,
I think,
but
you
it's all,
didn't
I wouldn't sell it
spork
because I like
really.
Doctor Who, and why the fuck not?
It was the spork in the stone. He was chosen.
Is it so? It's like a lightsaber where
Right.
it, like chooses you.
It came to me, right?
Oh boy.
I do got to get a replacement though because it did fall apart. But that's because poor craftsmanship.
Wow. Wow. He's really.
Well,
Yeah,
here's the
limited
thing is
edition
here's the thing is
spork
when I
that
when
fell
I
apart.
when I lived with my ex-wife, she put it in the dishwasher. It's not dishwasher safe.
Oh. Well, spoons are dishwashers.
Well, no, it's the plastic. It's the fancy one. Well, the forks are gonna be too, and I'm sure you can get a spork that's just regular metal. Mine specifically, you couldn't because it's plastic.
How long are
On the
the
edge.
prongs on it though?
Yeah. How long
You
are
want me to go
these-
get it? Because I can go get
No.
it. It's just the end. I mean they're long enough to stab shit because I use it for both.
Well, 99.99% of the sporks outside your custom sporks,
It's not a
don't have
custom
long-
sport.
It's a
I
custom
didn't
sport.
get it customized.
outside of your customized spork, most of the time the prongs are like super short and like super tight together, so you can never like properly stab.
I can stab it. I can still do salad with it, so we're good.
If you're eating a salad with a spork,
Oh,
You
you
gotta
can
talk,
eat a
buddy.
salad and you can eat cereal all at once, and soup.
That's
Use
kind
one
of-
utensil
that's-
for everything.
wait,
Is this the
I have a
meal
question.
after dentures are put in? What is?
I have a
this?
question.
Yes,
Do you switch
I gotta practice now.
utensils between foods? Like if you're eating like different foods.
Well, I can't use
That all
I
require
can't
the
use a
same-
spoon. I'm not going to use a spoon. I'm not gonna use a spoon for a salad. If I'm eating a soup and salad, yeah, I'm gonna have two different utensils.
Well, no, not that.
That's what I'm
understand
saying.
that, obviously, I'm saying like if you eat like a bowl of cereal, then you eat ice cream or something else. Do
Well,
you
no ice
switch
cream, no,
spoons?
no,
between-
not ice cream.
Maybe
No,
not ice cream, but like
and
Is this
Like
the
you
same?
go-
if
Yeah,
I'm
so you
going
go
from
from
if I'm
cereal
going
to
from
soup.
cereal to soup, I'm not changing the spoon. I'm gonna rinse it off.
I mean, if
Okay,
I
but
can do
also,
that,
why are you eating that back to back?
Why not?
you know you're hungry.
You're
You're
high.
high as shit. That's why.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
too.
know.
Can
You're
you use
high,
a
You're
better
just like, oh
example?
my god, I want this cereal. Oh my god, I got fucking soup too, bro. And then you go for both.
I just give it
Okay.
a nice mouthwash.
That was the first example that thought came into my head. Like
That's
you
a
go
horrible
from a
example.
salad to like a pot roast. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Great,
Are
I
you-
get it.
are
Well,
you
salad pot
switching-
roast. No,
are
I'm
you-
not using
No,
the
I'm
same
not
thing.
using different utensils. No, that's.
I
dumb.
guess it depends on what it is, and no, I won't use a different utensil unless it's a different something I need to do differently.
Also,
I see where Damone's going somewhere
Question.
with this.
He's
also
trying
question,
to.
do you like big or small spoons, or does it not matter? Or a spoon or fork?
I don't
Does the
care.
size of the spoon or fork?
Well, it
matter?
depends on how small we're talking.
What are we
A-
doing?
Abby uses the smallest utensils that you could possibly.
I
Like,
use the
literally,
bigger ones. I like
literally-
the big ones.
my utensils from when I was a baby. Not Arya. Abby uses those. The like small tiny forks, the small tiny spoons. It's so weird.
I agree with her.
No,
I am
that's
team.
dumb.
I am team small. The smallest spoon, the smallest fork
Oh.
possible. It makes it feel like I'm getting more, even though I'm not actually getting more. But it feels like
You're-
I'm getting more.
Portion control.
He's still
I'm
eating the
s-
same
but
amount of portion.
eating
He's just
way
doing
more
it
portion.
slower.
I'm just doing it slower. I already eat super fast, so
You might
at
as well
least with
use
the small
chopsticks.
spoon.
But then you don't get enough to like.
Six.
Then you don't get enough.
I can't use chopsticks. I've tried. I can't.
I
get
love
it down.
chopsticks.
I love
Mhm.
chopsticks too. Chopsticks, especially if I have any sort of Asian cuisine, I'm going chopsticks.
Oh yeah.
Like
same.
I'm not eating. I refuse to eat with a fork or spoon.
It's my
Yeah.
best friend's birthday today, and she's Vietnamese, and she taught me how to use chopstick, and I struggled for the longest fucking time. So
It was something that was easy for me, but my kid can't do it very easily.
not a
Can't do it
shrimp
easy.
fork.
Keith said I'm using a Demone
Yeah, that
out here
sounds
eating
about
with
right.
the shrimp fork.
That's what
Not
I
that-
imagine you
not
be
that
doing.
small.
Like,
Not
what are
that
those-
small,
what
but
are
like
those little-
the children's like forks or spoons. Those are perfect. Those are the perfect size ones.
Damone goes by a play set instead of a silverware set.
Yeah, like the like kitty size.
He's
ones,
got
the
a little
size
teacup
ones.
too.
You're
Those
just
are
used
the
to hanging
best
out with
size
your.
ones.
You're just used to hanging out with your daughters. That's all.
I did it before I had kids. I also
only-
can't let my food touch. So
Never mind.
The only cooking he does is with an easy bake oven too, so it makes sense.
Oh,
I
Don't
cooked.
keep
I
on
wanted an
using
easy.
It's all
bake-
he can digest.
I wanted an easy bake oven when I was a kid. Never
that's 'cause
got
you're
it.
smart and you have taste.
If you
He's
can
only-
digest anything from an easy bake oven, then props to you. Because I had some of those meals from there, and they're fucking horrible.
I feel like Damone's only a couple of years away from just getting all his vitamins put directly into his vein, so he doesn't have to eat because he can't. His whole bowel's gonna just be gone.
I just want the moment when I can just be programmed into a computer.
Oh yeah, same.
Download me into a computer.
That's
all
what
I
I'm
want.
saying.
Next year,
Did you
Yeah.
say
Well,
you want your food to touch?
I'm not going V1. This is like it's like buying a video game console first gen, like right away. You gotta wait at least a year.
You gotta wait a little bit.
I'm not.
But
There's too many bugs.
But yes, my food can't touch. There's very select things that the food can they can be touching each other. I don't like sauces can't
Ugh,
be
so
connected
weird.
to each other.
That's the
the only-
best.
No, you
They
can't be
start
mixing
off separate
sauces.
and then they start to slowly mix
I
together.
mix the sauces right from
Yes.
the get-go.
You can't.
I
be-
like-
no,
I-
no.
sometimes I
They
mix the
gotta
sauce.
be separated.
Usually it's hot sauce and blue
Yep.
cheese I'm mixing. That's my go-to combo. Or like I said, I start with them both separate and then they slowly start to mix. And by the end, it's
No,
It's
I'll,
everywhere.
I'll use
Yeah.
separate bowls. I'll
I
use
hate you.
separate. I'll use separate plates or separate bowls if I have to.
you
What do
really
you
do
do
you
with-
have a therapist?
You're such
I
a child.
do.
What do you do at Thanksgiving? Like, oh my god!
I-
He uses-
Separate.
he
I
uses
I
sep-
do.
he uses-
I separate them and then I'll go extra trips if I have
But
to.
If you remember Zoo Pals, he
Ugh.
actually uses those.
Oh my
I
god!
don't use actual zoo pals, but I do. Travis did buy me the
Lunch
metal
trays.
lunch trays, so they're all separate. He bought me 2 of them, so I've used those a couple times. My kids have actually used them more than me. They think they're fun, but I have used those.
They
a
think
couple
they're fun while you're stressing like crazy.
I wonder
Eating
why.
dinner.
Yeah, I need.
Yeah, so-
my sauces they have to be separated.
I'm back to the therapist.
Yes.
What does your therapist say about this? Because I know there's got to be a reason
I
for
don't
this,
think
right?
I brought this up to my therapist.
Well, you need to. This is something that you're missing in therapy. This is gonna unlock everything.
Every week he goes to
Yeah.
his therapist. They're like, "How was the emergency room this week?"
Oh my god!
Yeah,
It's
there
all
was-
just because you've been stressed out because your food's been touching, and that's really all it is. Is it's just
So it all
extreme
stems
stress.
It
You're
all
like my
stems from his
cat
first
when he's
Thanksgiving.
stressed out.
I'm so intrigued. I really want to know. I feel
Right?
like-
You need it now. Now you need to go to unlock it and then bring it back to us because I
Yeah,
want
it's
to. I also
probably
want to know.
OCD or something.
Probably, but
Yeah.
you need to bring this up so you get diagnosed.
Yeah, probably.
I'd love to know the diagnosis.
Yeah, it's one of those things. That's
I'm
also
gonna bring it up
probably
to
the
my
spoon-
therapist.
Spoon and fork thing is probably that'd be weird. So I have a question. My friend,
Yeah, my friend. So tell me about this. My friend, he doesn't like his food to touch. What's up with
friend,
that?
you're the one who gets diagnosed. But probably the spoon fork thing is probably part of that too because every single time if,
He
like,
wipes
you
off
get
his
a
spoon every
giant
time.
spoon. I do between if I switch between not if it's in one meal, I'm not gonna use a different spoon or fork every single time. But if I switch, I don't know how to explain it. If I go to a different
Yeah, buddy, they make pills for this.
I'm taking pills for this. They're not
They
really
make more
they're not
pills for
helping
this.
this part. But
Yeah.
the spoon and fork thing, if I have an option between a giant spoon or a normal spoon and a kitty small spoon, I'm gonna pick the smaller spoon every single time.
So this brought up a question. So when you guys eat your meals, do you eat one thing at a time or do you evenly disperse?
I just eat whatever the fuck I'm feeling at that moment.
I think I evenly kind of go around in a nice circle, get a nice sample of everything, and
I mix a lot of stuff.
I
usually-
always do one thing at a time.
Unless
I usually do sides first,
Yep.
and then
I have one exception. The exception that I have to, for whatever reason, so the yogurt with the fruit at the bottom, I have to eat the yogurt part first and then eat the fruit. I can't
That's
I
supposed
can't
to
eat
be
them at the
mixed.
same time. I can't mix them like you're supposed to. I have to eat the yogurt plain
That's wild. You
and
need
then
a
the fruit.
therapist.
because the way that the fruit tastes, I do have a therapist. I'm going to see her tomorrow. The way the fruit tastes, all that and all the sugar and everything is just amazing. But no, when regular food comes, it's just whatever I'm feeling at the time, or I just kind of shove it all in my mouth. I don't pay it. I almost think I black out when I eat because it just kind of I start and then
you wake up
It's-
and there's
then
it's
it's
all
gone. most times there's sometimes where I pick, but then other times it's just gone, and I'm like, it's gone. I don't know what to do. That's why when I order out, I gotta get things with big portions to feel like my money's worth it, because otherwise it's gone. I just ate that papadilla and I'm still hungry and I don't know why. It shouldn't be like this.
Gonna eat with a small fork.
I was gonna
And
say,
then I'll go for 2 days where I'm like, I'm not hungry at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
literally do one thing at a time. Like, I'll eat all the fries. If there's fries involved in the meal, I
Fries go
always eat
first.
all the fries first.
Same. Fries go first, and then whatever. Like I said, I do sides first, and then I do whatever the protein is.
Yeah, whatever the main part of the meal is always last, and it's usually cold when I get to it.
That's too much thought into going to how I'm eating.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to eat, man.
At this, it's not really even a thought process at this point. It's just automatic. Like it is how
Yeah.
I eat it. Like
you have
that's it.
siblings that stole your fries when you were younger. You're like, gotta eat all the
No.
fries.
I'll literally like every Friday we usually order out, and I usually get fries and a sub. I will eat all the fries before I even open the sub. Like that thing won't even be out of the
Honestly,
bag yet.
I could see that. That's different. That when I'm ordering something out like that, and specifically like if I go to like Swenson's and I get a burger and like mushrooms, like fried mushrooms, I've been eating all the fried mushrooms first, and then I'm going for the burger.
I feel
But
like
if I'm-
fried food, you should do that though, because especially fries. Because if you wait, it's gonna get cold.
Yeah, and then it's sorry. Well, if you're smart and in 2023 you got an air fryer and that's not a problem anymore.
then that's so
I
much
have
fucking
two.
work. I don't want to air
It's
fry.
not. You throw it in for 5 minutes, bro. Take it, spray it with a
5
little bit of
minutes. There's
oil,
5 extra
put it in
minutes. I
for
could've
5
just
minutes
eaten
at
it.
400 degrees,
Why
and
are
then you pop it
using
out. And you eat
oil
it.
in an air fryer.
Yeah,
you spray
just
with
the-
oil. That's what crisps things.
I don't spray my fries
If you
with
look
oil
at
all. They're always-
oil, if
Mine
you
gets
look at
crisp without oil.
if you look at no, it's not just the crisp. It's doing. If you look at all the stuff online to recipes, they all say use oil. You're supposed to spray it with a little bit of oil. And I'm not saying you're not supposed to dip it in oil. You're not supposed to like deep fry it. You're supposed to have a little bit of oil, usually a spray, so that it helps the outside. And that's
Ham?
what really
Ham?
helps the air
Ham?
fryer crisp the food without burning.
I guess
Ham?
I'm weird. I like cold fries, so.
Ooh, no, what?
I'm fine with cold.
You might as
fries.
well just eat a potato.
But I love potatoes too.
Who's eating cold potatoes?
She's just gonna eat raw potatoes.
Cold mashed potatoes are the worst thing ever.
It really
Yes.
is.
Just saying.
No, cold fries are worse than cold mashed potatoes.
Nope. Cold mashed potatoes
No,
are horrible.
cold fries are the worst thing to have, like reheated.
Oh, they're like stabby when they're cold.
No, not reheated. I'm talking like you grab a potato out of the fry. Or sorry, not out of the fry, out of the fridge. If you
Yeah.
grab mashed potatoes straight out of the fridge and you just
No, it
a
depends
bite-
on the mashed potato. It depends on
Oh,
the mash. If it's all right,
No,
if it's
that's
if it's
true.
homemade mashed potatoes from scratch, yes.
no.
But if you're using instant shit or like getting something from KFC, I can eat that. I can eat that cold.
I'm not eating any mashed potatoes cold. Like that's
I
not
can.
that's not
I
an
can
option.
do it.
I'm eating
No,
it.
that's something you gotta get heat up.
Yeah.
By the
I'm
way,
put my gravy in there.
Help
and
from the
I'm eating it.
bad guy. Late for work as usual.
I had to work.
Well, oh, like I said, bad guy. He said you'd be late for your funeral. I said yes, but you'd also show up alive and just sit down.
Oh no, I'm always on time. No, I'm not gonna do that. Do that. I just have to
Okay, you're
work.
on time to your own funeral and you sit down. You're still alive. Like my whole point is you're alive. Like you're supposed to be dead. You're just not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Y'all
The
better
bad
say the
guy
right
is
stuff
woke.
too. I'm like, Like, nah, nah.
I need more passion than that. You ain't crying loud enough.
Oh no! At my funeral, I want to be sat up with everybody else in the crowd, so they don't even know that I'm not in there. They just be like, "What?
Yeah, that's what
Hold on,
I.
like, I'm just sitting there." Like,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I
This is
figured.
so awkward.
There was a movie that they did that. I forgot what it was. They had the dude, like
There's-
sat up in a chair and he was like smoking. They had like a blunt.
I know what you're talking about. I know
I don't
what you're
remember
talking
what
about.
movie it
But
is,
they also
there's-
did that in real life too. There was a couple different articles on like Facebook about people their funerals.
There was
dressed
someone
like
not
that
too
when they
far
were
from me
alive.
that had their like friend was like in their house. They had the casket in the house.
oh, no, I would like. Oh no, or
Do you want a haunted house? That's how you get a
No,
haunted
hear
house.
me out. Hear me out. So we're having a funeral, right? Closed casket, of course, because I'm not in the
Pop out.
casket.
Oh,
No.
dear.
I come down like a puppet. I'm like, and then
You come down like Sting in the 90s.
yeah, just
from the rafters.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say just like that's how I'm gonna. That's definitely how I gotta
I
go.
want somebody
It's
moving me. I'm
face
just
paint and everything.
They're like, oh no, not my baby, and I'm just.
I'd be devastated.
I want to be eyes wide open too.
Oh, that's super creepy. That's
God.
way worse. Yeah, that's just a nightmare.
I want an open casket with my eyes taped open. That would be great.
That would be crazy.
That'd be wild.
People walk up not expecting it. Holy shit!
Like, you know, why they take to look down, like he just. Like, oh, shit.
You just have somebody periodically move you, like your body.
I would try to cruise him like a old warrior from the medieval times. Like,
All right.
Put some coins on my eyes.
Kenny, real quick, spoons or forks? Which are better?
Or sporks.
No,
it depends on what I'm. It
Sporks
depends
are
on what
not
I'm
in this
eating.
conversation.
Sporks are in the sporks are always in the conversation.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm eating.
You can only have one for the
You
rest
can
of
only
your
have
life.
one.
Well, I
You
have
gotta
one?
pick one.
Choose correctly.
Noodles with the spoon would suck, bro.
You can cut noodles though.
Yeah, but you're not. Yeah, I think you're gonna get more out of the fork. I'm because I can't do sporks. I'm going fork because you're gonna get
Cereal
more-
and soup.
Cereal's.
Yes, but you can
With the fork.
you can tilt the bowl, man.
The bowl.
Tilt the bowl. Like the
You're going-
bowl, I can make a bowl specifically for eating those things. We're gonna figure that out.
Use a fork to eat it.
No, because like, there's no way I can tip my bowl because mine is like.
Okay, so you make less. And you
No.
have multiple bowls.
No. If I'm gonna eat cereal, I'm gonna eat cereal. It's
So
gonna
you
be,
make a
it's
bowl.
gonna be lot.
You make a. All right, hear me out. You make a bowl that has a funnel and like it has like an edge
Funnel?
here, so you can so you can tip it back.
This was like a whole lot
That's
of.
not
Yeah, it's a whole
mess.
lot.
This was super. That sounds
All
like
that
you're
to
in-
not
wait,
use a
wait.
spoon.
How am I using the funnel? So wait, where is
Like
the-
I'll have to draw a diagram, but it's a bowl. Like it looks like a bowl has a handle, like a bowl. And
But if I
honestly,
tip
it's
it
kind
back,
of like
the bowl
it's kind of
part's
like
gonna
it's
spill
kind of
on
like
me.
a watering thing. It's kind of like a watering can, but like with a bowl instead of like a little slot area.
But
We're
if
gonna
I
get this
tilt it
drawn
back
up
with
and we'll
the-
have it on our
with
social
the
media.
funnel, if
for
I
you
tilt
guys.
it back with the funnel, the bowl part's gonna spill on me.
No, it has it. No, so I'm saying it has like a catcher. Like it has like a like it
So
kind of
tough.
looks like this, right?
So are you trying to say I'm gonna eat it with a strainer?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go for it.
It's so much work.
I'm still going fork. I'm gonna find a way around.
Just don't eat super cereal and eat, or
Right.
eat dry cereal.
And I can eat ice cream.
Dry
sandwiches when it came
cereal?
down to
That's
it.
awful.
Ooh, no,
Shout out
fucking
to Kaon. That's what
Cheerio,
Kaon does.
dried Cheerios, man.
Dry
cereal.
Cinnamon
Dry-
Cheerios. Oh, I love
dry
cinnamon
ci-
Cheerios.
dry,
I love
uh,
Cheerios. Cheerios might be one of my
dry life.
favorites.
I love
Cinnamon
life.
Toast Crunch.
Dry.
That's the one.
So
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is
I
fine.
need to do. I love the not healthy cereals, but I've got to do better. So that's why I want Cheerios because you can get the flavors in Cheerios.
You know what I really like? Frosted shredded wheat's dry. I said it.
No,
Yeah,
that
I
that
know.
sounds like your mouth. This is why you have problems, Damone, because you're
I
putting
mean,
fucking
it's
needles down
healthier.
your gut.
It's the healthiest option of all the cereal.
You might as well just eat
It's
a
not the
fucking
healthiest
pellet.
option of all the
Pellet
cereals.
of wood.
Yeah, you're
Besides-
basically eating wood.
Besides
Simone is eating hay. Like that's fucking hay at this point.
I used to eat it too.
Damone's actually an animorph, and he animorphs into a horse.
It's
That
delicious.
roll by. That's what the Simone is eating.
But I'm gonna pass judgment now, so I'm gonna go with forks
Hold up.
as well. Wait, what? Joe?
Well, whatever. You are.
What?
fuck.
What
You can
were
bring
you
it to
gonna
the
say?
court of
Listen,
appeals.
Listen,
Fork.
I'm just
Fork.
saying. There's just one thing. Zay said that you can use fork as a weapon. I just want to say you can dig an eye out with a spoon.
You
That's
could.
right? You can stab somebody's eye with a spoon.
Let me take
You
a
could
look.
also stab him in the gut.
I'm going spoon though.
With a
So,
spoon?
I know you
You
said
can
fork,
stab
I'm-
him in
I'm
the
going
fucking
spoon.
throat. Ooh.
With a
Okay, I'm gonna
spoon?
take out the Adam apple and I'm gonna eat it.
Oh my god.
Now you might just have problems. Now you're
Yeah,
beyond defending yourself.
Yeah, that went from defending.
At least
yourself-
I'm
Right,
It
you're getting
cool.
first degree manslaughter. You get 3 appeals.
Joe took last week's episode. We debated whether we eat human meat, and he's living that lifestyle now. He's just looking for an excuse. to
That's
eat a-
it. That's
eat a
all he's been
person.
eating.
Is
With a
human?
spoon.
I
With a
will
spoon.
definitely give Spoons one credit is that there's a game called Spoons, and of course that game is really, really fun.
I try to tell people about the spoons. I try to tell people about that.
Wait. Can you
Not
tell
the-
me
not-
what your
not the version.
your version of spoons
Okay,
is?
look, nobody plays that racist ass version of spoons. By the way, just like
I didn't know about that version until I was told about that version.
that was
But
made up.
so I don't
That
know.
was made up there.
Yeah.
That is nowhere else.
Zay, what's the game of
I-
spoons?
I was talking about like you play like four of a kind, and then you have to grab the spoon.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody plays the racist version of spoons.
Yeah.
Spoons has a very different context for us.
Well,
Yes.
I'm distancing myself
that
away
one-
from that because you guys told me about it, and I'm
Joe told me about it, so
Paige
Joe,
told me
care to
about it.
explain?
yeah. Pass the buck on, Joe.
Well, we'll never.
I
get
was
an
the last to
explanation.
find out about it. That's all I'm saying.
I'll talk about it off air, but if anyone wants to Google it, you could feel free.
Yeah.
Is it Googleable?
Yeah, if you Google
Yeah.
spoons racist, it'll come up.
Oh, I never,
Yeah.
never heard of it until y'all said something about it. I knew the card game with the actual.
I
spoon.
didn't know any games to be named spoons up until that one. Now I know two now.
Yeah, I didn't know the real spoons game was a thing either. I'd never played it or heard of it.
Yeah.
I've never played either, just to throw that out there.
Good save. But speaking of spooning,
Hey guys, thanks again for watching another episode of Not a Real Court. If you ever want to watch us live, you can catch us Mondays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook page. If not, you can catch the video when it drops on Thursday on YouTube, or you can find us on any platforms where you listen to your podcasts.